Alright guys, in this video we're going to talk about a third method for solving linear systems, and that is elimination. Sometimes elimination can actually be the easiest method if you have the right type of setup. Okay, so what are the steps for elimination? The first step is the most important. You have to write the system so that the like terms are lined up. Okay, so if you look at example A here, what that means is all of the x's are written first, all of the y's are written second, and all of the numbers are written last. You want your x's lined up with your x's, your y's lined up with your y's, and your numbers lined up with your numbers. Okay, then you're going to eliminate one of the variables and solve for the other variable by addition or subtraction. And here's the principle I need you to remember, and write this on your notes somewhere. Okay. If you have the same number for one of your variables, you're going to use subtraction. Same equals subtract. Opposite equals add. And we'll talk about what that means in a second. Substitute the value of the variable into one of the original equations and solve for the original variable, and then write the answer from steps 2 and 3 as an ordered pair and check. Okay, so for the first two examples here, it says using addition, solve the following. Write your answer as an ordered pair. Okay, so first step was we got to make sure that our variables are lined up, and it's already like that. X's are in the first column, Y's are in the second, and then the numbers are written last. Okay, then you have to decide which variable you want to eliminate. Okay, in this case, the easiest variable to eliminate is going to be the x because they have super similar leading coefficients. Okay, we have a -4 and a +4. Okay, these are the most similar coefficients, so we're going to eliminate our x here. Now, here's the principle you need to know. If you have opposite signs, in this case we do, -4 and +4, we are going to make this one big addition problem. Okay, so watch how I do this. Adding from the top to the bottom, I'm going to add straight up and down. Okay, so I'm looking at this one term at a time, and I'm going to start with the x's. The first thing I see here is -4x plus +4x. If I have -4x plus +4x, basically what's going to happen here is that the x's are going to cancel or eliminate, and that's exactly what we're looking for. -4x plus 4x is equal to 0x, so there's nothing there. Then the second term I see is I have +3y plus -5y. Okay, that's basically the same thing as 3y minus 5y, and I should be left with -2y. Then do the final step for the numbers. The numbers are on the right side of the equal sign. I have -3 plus +5. -3 plus 5 is equal to +2. Okay, I have no more x's. My x's eliminate. Now what I'm able to do is I'm able to solve for y. So to get y by itself, what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide both sides by -2. And I'm left with y is equal to -1. Okay, so I've solved for y, and now I have enough information to plug this value back into either one of my equations, either the first or the second, and solve for x. Okay, so you just pick which equation you like better. I like the second one a little bit better, so I'll plug in -1 for y. I'm going to still have 4x. I'm still going to have a -5, but instead of writing y, I'm going to plug in -1 is equal to 5. So simplify this a little bit. 5 times -1 is -5, minus -5 becomes +5. I've got 4x plus 5 is equal to 5. Subtract 5 from both sides. 4x equals 0, and I should get x is equal to 0 for my second variable, and then I'll write this as an ordered pair. The point at which these two lines cross is going to be 0, -1. Okay, so this is my answer. Now let's do the second one. We're going to use addition to solve the following. Okay, we have 3x plus 4y is equal to 22, and then 3x minus 4y is equal to 14. So it says using addition solve the system. So I'm going to make this one big addition question. So let's be careful here. I've got 3x plus 3x. That leaves me with 6x. Positive 4y plus negative 4y. That's basically the same thing as 4y minus 4y. The y should cancel and the y's go away. They've been eliminated. And the last thing I see here is 22 plus 14. That should leave me with 36. So I've got 6x equals 36. Divide both sides by 6. And I should get x equals 6 for my first answer. Then I plug in 6 into either one of my equations. Which one do you like better, the first or the second? I think I like the first a little bit better. I'll have 3 times 6 plus 4y is equal to 22. 3 times 6 is 18. And now I'm going to solve for y. Subtract 18 from both sides. Up here I'll have 4y is equal to 4, I believe. Divide both sides by 4. And I should get y equals 1 as my answer. And then obviously write this thing as an ordered pair. The point at which these two lines intersect is 6, 1. Okay, so those are a few examples using addition. Now let's use subtraction. Okay, using subtraction, solve the following. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make example A one big subtraction question. So, take this one piece at a time. All my variables are lined up in the order that I want. R's are first, T's are second, and the numbers are last. The first thing I'll see here is 5r minus 9r. 5 minus 9 should give us negative 4r. Now, I have 2t minus 2t. 2t minus 2t should be 0. My t's have eliminated. That's exactly what I want. The last thing I see here is 6 minus 22. So that should be a negative number, and it better be safe than sorry. And the calculators do 6 minus 22, and I should get negative 16 as my answer. Now I'm going to solve for r. To get r by itself, I divide both sides by negative 4. And I should be left with r is equal to, negative divided by negative is a positive, r is equal to positive 4. Then use this value to solve for t. Pick whatever equation you like a little bit better, the first or the second. I'm going to pick the first one. So wherever I see an r in that first equation, I plug in a 4. 5 times 4 plus 2t is equal to 6. Simplify this a little bit. 20 plus 2t is equal to 6. Subtract 20 from both sides. 2t is equal to 6 minus 20. What is that equal to? 6 minus 20 equals negative 14. Divide both sides by 2. I should get t equals negative 7. Okay, so what were we talking about earlier with the opposite equals add, same equals subtract? So up here, we were trying to eliminate the x. We had a negative 4x and a positive 4x. Okay, we have opposite coefficients here, so we made it one big addition question. For example B, we had positive 4y and negative 4y, and we wanted to eliminate y. Because we had a positive 4 and a negative 4, opposite means add, we made it one big addition question. And then for the second example here, we were trying to eliminate 2t, or the t's. We had positive 2t and positive 2t. We had the exact same number for both in front of both of the t's, same equals subtract, we made it one big subtraction question.